A $1,400 Ethereum is now a thing of the past. New all-time highs are being made regularly, and February is looking like it's going to be Ethereum's month. Hey guys, my name is Sheldon Evans, welcome back. Or if you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on all of the bell notifications. As you know, YouTube does gatekeep a lot of the cryptocurrency content here on YouTube, so unless you let them know that you want to see this time-sensitive information, you're going to miss out. So the past 24 hours have been crazy. Ethereum has surpassed $1,500, and I'm not sure if you know this, but if you rearrange the letters in February, it actually spells out the word Ethereum, so it's going to be a very good month. Right now, on my display, I have the Ethereum US dollar chart open, and you can see the very clear breakout that we had where we surpassed the previous all-time high, just as I had expected and I've spoken about before, that when we surpass this, I want to break through with strong volume, with conviction, so that we can have some good upside and we don't get rejected like the 3 times we had been in the past. Fortunately, yesterday that happened, and Ethereum smashed through that previous all-time high and peaked all the way at 1574, 1575, somewhere around there. We are having a bit of a dump right now. That's fine. We are looking very healthy, and I think Ethereum has a lot of upside to go from here. Why do I say that? How do I think that it can continue going, and where do I think it will go to? Well, we can use our data from Bitcoin, we can use on-chain analysis, and we can do some fundamental analysis to try and understand where Ethereum has to go from here. Many people ask me, and I get messages about this daily, asking if Ethereum has passed its previous all-time high, is it too late to get in? I hear people asking the same thing about Bitcoin and a variety of other cryptocurrencies, asking that it's at the highest price it's ever been. Surely I'm too late. I'm too late to enter this cryptocurrency. I'm too late to purchase. Well, in fact, this is actually the best time to purchase. This is one of the best times that you can have to buy cryptocurrency, because it's confirmation that we're in a bull market, it's confirmation that we're moving up, and it's confirmation that we're entering a new cycle. So when Ethereum surpasses its previous all-time high, especially if it has tested it multiple times before, and the previous all-time high was distant in the past, as you know, we had this all-time high from 2017, from the previous bull run. Since that all-time high was so far in the past, this breakthrough, this conviction that we have here, breaking through to the upside, is one of the most bullish signals that we can have for Ethereum, or for any chart for that matter. So when we did break through and we have now solidified ourselves above it for the time being, we potentially might have some sideways movement or some retracement. But for now, it looks like we're going to be moving more towards the upside. The reason that I say that this will happen within February is due to the fact that we can use what happened with Bitcoin as an example. So when Bitcoin broke its previous 2017 all-time high at $20,000 on the 16th of December, it took no time at all for it to double its value. So if we measure this move here from when we first actually broke out to the peak where we more than doubled at $42,000, $41,900, that took merely 23 days or 24 days to more than double the price of Bitcoin. That is mind-boggling to think about. Now, if we look at the same thing with Ethereum, that means that within the next month, within February, we could easily see, or possibly see, a $3,000 Ethereum. Could we see a 100% gain in February? I think it is definitely possible within the next month, based on the following things that are happening this month. So firstly, Ethereum is proving to be a solid second choice to Bitcoin. I think this narrative will change quite soon, where Bitcoin becomes a second choice to Ethereum. There's a number of reasons for this. Firstly being that Bitcoin has proven itself now as a store of value. It's proven itself as the number one cryptocurrency that everybody knows about, that everybody first gets invested into, right? But looking at Ethereum, Ethereum has a better use case than Bitcoin. It has more built on it than Bitcoin. It has a larger network than Bitcoin. More people are searching for Ethereum on a daily basis now than ever before. More people are interested in Ethereum now than ever before, because this is Ethereum's first time to really prove itself. In the previous bull run, people had already heard about Bitcoin. Therefore, investing in it seemed like a bit of a safer bet than investing in these smaller cryptocurrencies like Ethereum and a variety of other altcoins. When you touch base with something, when something is planted in your mind, it gives it time to grow, and that seed to grow into something that is then plucked on in the future. So for example, with Bitcoin, the previous bull run, people had already heard about Bitcoin, they already sort of knew what it was, and it wasn't that much of a step to invest in it. Although Ethereum was still a newish cryptocurrency and it was a bit of a speculative bet, people didn't really understand it. Although now many more people are understanding Ethereum, many more people are understanding what it's for. They've heard about it from the previous bull run. They've had years now to think about it, and it's being refreshed in their minds again. So now they're looking at it as an actual investment vehicle rather than a secondary bet or a speculative bet. And to solidify this, we can look at the global derivatives market. So the global derivatives market is valued at $1.14 quadrillion. Quadrillion dollars. That is 1,000 trillion dollars. That's 1,000 times larger than the current entire market cap of the cryptocurrency industry. Not just one cryptocurrency, but all crypto combined is 1/1000th smaller than the global derivatives market. And what would be the derivatives equivalent in crypto? Ethereum. Ethereum would be the platform that forms or provides derivatives to the crypto community, to the world. The derivatives market in the traditional finance world will be ported to Ethereum. Derivatives are essentially links to the underlying asset. So they're not the asset themselves, which means that it allows for things like leverage. It allows for tokenized stocks. It allows for tokenized real world assets, putting real estate on the blockchain, putting real life bonds and assets and stocks on the blockchain. And you can do this with Ethereum. Now, if the global derivatives market is $1.14 quadrillion, it would not be impossible to get 1/1000th of that simply as Ethereum. Just the market cap of Ethereum alone as $1 trillion, which is the current full market cap of all cryptocurrency combined. So we could see a market cap of Ethereum almost 10xing from the current market cap if we get 1/1000th of the world's global derivatives market. And this is proving possible with things like the trusts that are launching right now and larger institutional vehicles and investments looking to add Ethereum to their portfolio. So Mike Novogratz has launched his Galaxy Digital suite of Ethereum funds. So Mike is betting that 2021 will be the year in which Ethereum becomes an investment darling among institutions. That's the thesis of a soon-to-launch suite of Ethereum-focused funds. The products will officially roll out mid-February according to a document sent to Galaxy clients. So this is the document that they're talking about, which is the Galaxy Ethereum Fund. They explain what Ethereum is and why you might want to invest in it. They give you some explanation as to the fund overview and about Galaxy Digital. Now, many people are not in line with funds. They don't agree with them, saying that these funds or these investment vehicles that allow you to invest into these assets without buying the underlying asset. As a crypto purist, many of us will disagree with this because we believe in owning the actual asset, the actual Ethereum asset or the actual Bitcoin asset. But it's actually a fantastic thing to happen to cryptocurrency, to have these funds being created and launched, because it allows more and more people to be on-ramped into cryptocurrency without getting into the technical side of things, without trying to understand exactly what it is they're investing in, how to go about it, setting up their own wallets, and having self-custody. As we know, self-custody is the ultimate form of owning your own money or managing your own funds. But if you are a busy person, if you have a lot of money, maybe you don't want to have to micromanage all of your own funds, pretty much like in the traditional financial world where you'll have a fund manager who will manage these things for you. The same thing is happening with cryptocurrency, and that provides an easy on-ramp for many more people to get into cryptocurrency in an easy manner, in a fast manner, by paying a small fee to these fund managers to then manage their cryptocurrency for them. And this is a great part of crypto. It means that more and more people are going to get into this. More of these funds are going to be created. We're still at the early stages of these funds being created. Not many of them exist just yet. And Grayscale has also reopened their Ethereum trust to its investors. So as you know, in December, the fund was closed along with many other funds. We closed its doors in late December along with 5 other trusts. Grayscale offers its various trusts for investors looking for exposure into cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum without the challenges of buying and storing the cryptocurrency directly. Now, one of the things that is so important with this is that it allows or it appeals to high net worth individuals who are looking to get into cryptocurrency without the risk. So these assets or these funds often provide insurance for loss of funds or for management fees and so on. That's what these management fees are for, is to manage your cryptocurrency on your behalf. And many busy people, high net worth individuals, institutions and so on, don't want to be micromanaging their funds. They don't want to have to deal with cryptocurrency. It might be the future for us or for the individual to manage their own money, for the average investor to manage their own money and have full access and custody of their funds. But if we want mass adoption, if we want the rest of the world to get into cryptocurrency, we're going to need funds like this and many more of them at that. We also have some bullish news in terms of Visa reaffirming its commitment to crypto payments and fiat on-ramps. So this just shows that the traditional finance world is now merging with cryptocurrency. We're getting more and more people and institutions from the traditional world trying to get into cryptocurrency. And by creating more of these fiat on-ramps and getting people into crypto, it provides another easy access way for people to purchase cryptocurrency. Just as these funds are doing, it's making it more simple, more easier, more applicable to the average investor to get into cryptocurrency. And this is a fantastic thing that is happening right now. And we can see the need for the need for these traditional financial companies to provide ways for people to get into cryptocurrency, that the search term for buy crypto has spiked massively in interest over the past couple weeks. If we go over to the past 5 years, we can see how it's trended over the past 5 years and how it works in correlation with the previous bull run. At the peak of the previous bull run in 2017, we have dwarfed that with the recent surge in people searching for buy crypto. So this is bullish news as well. Now, the great thing about these funds and this all happening is that it's all happening in February, along with a few other bullish things that I've spoken about in a previous video for Ethereum, of how these funds are launching in February, the CME futures are launching in February. This is all happening within this month, possibly within the next 2 weeks. And we could see Ethereum doubling in price purely based on this fundamental news of these funds launching, as well as Ethereum 2.0 possibly launching sometime this year, along with the technicals that Bitcoin managed to double its previous all-time high in just 24 days, and Ethereum broke its previous all-time high right now at the beginning of February, meaning that within 24 days, perhaps at the end of February, we will have a $3,000 Ethereum. Sure, many things can play into this as to why this might not happen. Perhaps we have some black swan event, something happens during February, we get bad news, maybe the CME futures don't launch, and we see some downtrend in Ethereum. But overall, we understand, or we feel that the sentiment has changed for Ethereum. The sentiment has changed for cryptocurrency. More and more people are becoming at ease with it. More and more people are understanding it, and more people are purchasing cryptocurrency. If we move on to some Bitcoin news, this is also bullish for Ethereum, which I've spoken about previously, that pretty much anything that happens that is good news for Bitcoin is also good news for Ethereum. Everything in the ecosystem, everything in the market sort of feeds off of one another. So when something good happens for Bitcoin, it likely feeds over to Ethereum. So as many of you know, with the whole GameStop situation right now and how the stock surged hundreds of dollars in a few weeks, in a few months, the same thing is possibly due to happen with Bitcoin. So on Friday alone, the cryptocurrency shot up 20% higher after billionaire Tesla founder Elon Musk changed his Twitter bio. So you guys will remember that I spoke about this, that Elon Musk is now a public supporter of Bitcoin. And he also did mention this in a Clubhouse chat that he had live on air, which I was listening to. And he publicly said that he is now a supporter of Bitcoin. And shortly after that, he is now taking time off Twitter. So this is going to stick around for a while. We'll see this Bitcoin in his bio for a while at least. And he does admit that he was late to the game. So the theory that Elon Musk is potentially Satoshi, the creator of Bitcoin, has been thrown out of the window, because he did sound quite genuine about it when he said that he's late to the party. He's had friends telling him about Bitcoin since 2013, where one of his friends actually sent him a Bitcoin cake back in 2013 and he brushed it off and didn't think much of it. But he's now invested in Bitcoin. We don't know how much. We don't know if he will move any of the Tesla balance sheet over to Bitcoin or Bitcoin over to the Tesla's balance sheet, but that is possible in the future. And if that happens, if the richest man in the world decides that he's going to sell some or buy some Bitcoin, especially for his company Tesla, I think it's going to be incredibly bullish news, and it will create an avalanche of a variety of other different large market cap companies purchasing Bitcoin and adding it to their balance sheet, along with Apple and Google and so on. It will create a snowball effect. Since this is happening with Bitcoin, we also have some news that the data from the crypto news analyst company The Block shows that the hedge funds are short Bitcoin by more than $1 billion. Now, recently with the GameStop short, GameStop stock shot up hundreds of dollars thanks to a Reddit user finding out that GameStop has been over-leveraged by 140%. So the stock was shorted by 140% by huge hedge funds. So a short squeeze was performed, which I'm sure you know about by now, by a bunch or a group of Redditors who pushed the stock price up and squeezed these hedge funds out of their shorts. Now, potentially the same could happen with Bitcoin. Considering that these companies or these hedge funds are shorting Bitcoin, this could be the next catalyst for a short squeeze on Bitcoin, meaning many, many more people will purchase Bitcoin and start pushing the price up to levels that we can't even imagine right now. So analysts like JP Morgan think that the price of Bitcoin could rally as high as $146,000 and the charts signal $318,000 by December. Now, you guys will remember that I said how Ethereum sort of takes a percentage of Bitcoin's market cap, especially at the peak of the bull run. And we can see this on the Ethereum Bitcoin chart. So Ethereum has been gaining value against Bitcoin, as we can see from this chart, where I made the trade here on the blue line on the 27th of December, and I'm still in that trade, where I switched most of my Bitcoin for Ethereum. And right now, we are up around 85%. I think it's actually a little bit more than that. We're around 86 or 87, there we go, 87% right now. So in actual fact, if I had held my Bitcoin, I would still have one Bitcoin. If I doubled it, if I traded it to Ethereum, which I did, I have now almost doubled my Bitcoin holdings. So that's a really good move so far. I'm really happy with it, and I will continue to hold Ethereum at least until the end of February, until we hit to 2,500 to 2,500 US dollars, at which point I will consider another trade before potentially moving back to Bitcoin or to something else. So right now, Ethereum is at 4.2% of the value of Bitcoin. Very, very low in my opinion. If we go to the daily chart, we can see what Ethereum has the potential of reaching. So at the peak of the previous bull run, Ethereum was at a maximum of 12.5% of the value of Bitcoin. So let's take that at 10%. And if Bitcoin manages to reach $318,000, as we see here that JP Morgan predicts, 10% of that, $31,800 Ethereum this year is very possible. We could have a massive run up for Ethereum in this year because of this chart that I've shown you right here. If Ethereum manages to continue rising up as it did and get to the previous high of around 10 to 12%, the value of Bitcoin, and Bitcoin manages to reach its $318,000 market cap, as I spoke about before, that this is very possible based on the fact that anything that happens to Bitcoin is good news for Ethereum, along with a variety of other factors, which I'll speak about soon, as to why Bitcoin could be due for another big run up, which I also think could happen in February. We could see Bitcoin at around $50,000 this month, $40,000 to $50,000, because we're still below that $42,000 mark. Once we start making that next run up, if we break that high, I think it's going to be room for another rally all the way up to 50K, possibly even higher than that in the short term. And if that happens, 5K, 3 to 5K Ethereum is not out of the cards in the short term. So that's all I have for you guys today. I hope you liked the video. If you did, don't forget to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't yet. And as always, I shall see you in the next video.